What is the thing that can help you meet all your needs? Any idea? Yes, it is money. So, money is the medium of exchange. Money can help you buy all kinds of goods and services because all humans have some needs. Who told this? Yes, Mr. Gautama Buddha. The use of money spans a very large part of our everyday life. Look around you and you would easily to able to identify several transactions involving the money. In barter system, people just exchange one commodity for another commodity. It's called barter system, means pandamatra murai. I have fish to give and I need some rice. But somebody thinks differently. I will give rice for shoes. And another one, I will give shoes for your new hammer. But the needs are different because the bias is also differently in this market. This is known as double coincidence. I will give rice for fish. I have fish to give and I need rice. The exchange of goods require double coincidence of wants. Shoes, the value is 250 a pair. Rice is 200 a pair. Foods, and then the product has a different value. Who tells the value? Yes, we using money to tell the actual value of the product. So that's why we are using the money. It's using of the medium of exchange. Who invented these types of money? In the early forms of money, they are using some shells and then some coins, the Gupta coins, Dukla coins, the gold mohar from the Akbar region, and then the modern currency. So you know the modern currencies has been so colorful because we are all colorful Indians. The modern currency is authorized by national governments, guaranteed by the central government of India. So in this currencies has been made and maintained by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. It has some unique things to find out the fake currencies and then fraud. The Reserve Bank of India issues currencies, notes, and then the coins. The coins. Nobody can refuse to accept payment in rupees in India. Arjun is the employed in a company. He get paid on January 1 in every month. Arjun is worried about the safety of his extra cash because somebody looting them, like a British looting in India. Arjun decided to deposit the extra cash in banks. You need a bank account to make a deposit in the bank. The bank accepts the money and adds in the account holder's deposit. The bank also pay interest on your deposits. Tell simply, the banks gets deposits from the depositors and then it gave money to the loan lenders. The money can be withdrawn from the bank deposit on demand. Arjun wants to buy a new TV, so he goes to a shop, but he does not have enough cash. A check can be used to make a payment without cash. The check included the payer name and then rupees in words and also the numbers and account number, the branch, and then the check has the unique number, and then some of coding has been used in by the banks, and also you cannot remember, you cannot forget putting on date. A check also represents money just like cash in a bank deposits. The bank gets deposits. The deposits with the bank as huge level, and they will be 50% of deposits as cash to arrange for daily withdrawals by depositors. Did you know about cash reserve ratio? So it is the withdrawal from the depositors. And next one, the major portions of deposits is used to giving loans to the people. Deposits with the banks. The deposits coming from the banks by the depositors, withdrawal, and then they will be pay on interest on the deposits. And then some borrowers getting loan from the bank, and then they will be a repayment interest with the loan payment. The interest changed on loans, interest paid on deposits. The interest charged on loans, interest paid on the deposits equal to income of the bank. The bank giving loans or credit to the borrowers. It has some terms of credit. Terms of credit means the credit has sum of interest to getting loans. For example, some people getting 11.5%, 15% or 10%. The security against loans, it's called the collateral. The borrowers has to offer some security against the loan. For example, they have some livestock, some crops, some land property, some vehicle. Some of them has the huge level of bank deposits. So these are all the examples of the bank collateral. Sell in case of non-repayment, the borrower and then the lender has not repayment as regularly. The banks required a document of the identified proof like residence proof, employment certificate, the income certificate. Aadhaar card and then PAN card is now the must documents. The duration of loans as a fixed loan, a duration is very long, and some of the loans are so short loans. The loan payment has been calculated, and then it giving by the, and then also it was collected by the cash or check or cards. And nowadays it's cards, and then the online payment is so traditionally. In India, does a credit benefit to everyone? No. So in urbanization and then some rural people, I will take a loan and open a dairy. I will take a loan and open a poultry. Some borrowers are getting loans, and then they will be run their business so profitfully. So in this profit to adequate to complete their loans, and some of them get lost. He will affected how we fulfill the last loan. The thinking, taking a loans was good. My dairy is greater than. If you need money on credit, where you get it from? From banks or cooperative sector. Relatives or friends or money lenders or traders or some of the big landlords? No. The different source of the credit used by the people. who are all getting loans from the banks? 25% of people, and cooperative 27. It's called the formal sectors of loan, and some of them getting loans from the landlords and 1%, 30% of money lenders, 3% of traders, 7% of relatives, and others having the 7% of loans. It's called the informal sectors of the credit. The formal sectors of credit are 48%, and then informal sectors of the credit 52%. Comparing to the formal and informal sectors of the credit, a bank and cooperative, it's called the formal sectors of the credit. It was supervised by the RBI, but the relatives, friends, money lenders, traders, landlords, these are all the informal sectors of loans. The formal sectors treats all borrowers equally. It's called the formal sectors loan. Okay, but you are getting loans from the informal sector. The informal sector credit activities are not driven by the profit. They need only the profit. The formal sector and informal sector, the interest rate has been we comparatively the informal sector's loans, they are increasing their interest rate. It has higher interest rate and money spent of the pay of the loan and more lower income left with the people. Informal sectors means higher interest loans, and then the loan payment is so less, and then the income is also so less. So credit sourced from formal and then informal sector loan. In rich people and 10 to 90, and then in the well of the household 28 and 72, the households of the few assets 53 and 47, the poor households 85 by 15. It was the ratio in the 2003. In rich household, paying the lower interest depending on the expensive loan from the informal sector of the poor households. Cheaper credit is essential for the development in the country. The informal sectors and formal sectors comparatively, 25% of people getting loans from the bank, 27 is getting from the cooperative sector. The poor households largely depends on the informal sectors for the credit. Why? Because the bank needs the heavy documentations and then the heavy collateral. No bank in our village, in bank needs some collateral like security. I have nothing, sir. So that's why these kinds of people, they are getting loans from the landlords and some of them money lenders. I will charge 60% interest per year, and you will be have. And next one is self-help groups. Self-help groups create a savings pool. They are saved some money, and then they're gathering some money to create their own jobs. The members can take small loans from the banks or some of the cooperative sectors, and then they repayment with the interest. After a few years, a self-help group is eligible for a bank loans. The loan has been not getting no collateral required. I need to buy the seeds for the next crop. I want to give my the mortgage land released. I want to buy 2 buffaloes. So they will join together. They have joint decision, joint responsibility. It's create the self-help groups. The women also having the self-help groups. So in these types of groups help to self-reliance, financial independence, and then it's create the social awareness between these types of women, because the woman is so powerful. The hand in hand like self-help group, access to affordable easy credit, so it makes easier to sufficient life to create. The Grameen Bank is also created in Bangladesh by the poorest people. So in Bangladesh, it has so many of people. It creates Professor Muhammad Yunus, the founder of Grameen Bank, in 1970. It has 6 million borrowers and 40,000 villages. Women makes the majority of the borrowers. Okay students, if you are having any doubt, comment in below. Thank you.